Hey there, this is the guy that slowed down his raina tier progression for one copy of Phraesto, and welcome to this AFK journey video. So yesterday, in the name of science, I spent my guild coins to get one copy of the new unit Phraesto to test whether or not this unit actually works at just the base tier itself. So this sort of set back my progression for raina by a little bit, and to be really honest with you guys, I think for most free-to-play players, raina will still be of the highest priority simply because you'll be using him on a daily basis for the dream realm side of things. So this unit has a lot of value, right? This unit sees a lot of use in different game modes as well. So if you ask me if there's one unit that you should focus on first to get to a high tier or a decent tier for the EX weapon, is definitely raina, at least for now. But yesterday I got one copy of Phraesto, and actually I realized that this unit does pretty well, right? Does tank up pretty decently at only one copy, and I was interested to find out whether or not I could find some success with this unit at a really low tier for arena. So before I begin the runs itself, I'm going to do some testing in arena and supreme arena. Before I start, just want to say that I think any unit at just one copy is going to be really weak because they lack a lot of stats. And for tanks, right, if you lack HP and defense, you are more frail. For assassins, if you lack crit rate, you lack attack speed, you lack things which you want to snipe people with, you are less efficient, right? So overall, I think for most units, right, it's fair to say that for most units, one copy of them is not really good. But there will be times where you can still find use for them. So that's what we are trying to find out in this video, whether or not one copy of Phraesto can survive, whether or not one copy of Phraesto does what he wants to do decently well. So without further ado, let's go into the arena. So this is my arena. I did 2 runs, wasn't really successful because I was trying to sort of think of the comp that I want to use for the attacks today. Then I realized that yeah, I'm actually pretty weak to Vala's comp. So let's challenge. So I will try to find opponents where I think the power levels are pretty close. So we are around 630, so I think maybe 580 to 640 is a good range for us to go after, and probably find an opponent which I think we have a chance in winning, because I think against Vala, my comm in general is just not very strong. So I got to base a lot of my offense, I'll say, around the likes of OD as my main carry. So we're gonna, and I probably need to use Torrent as a frontline tank to sort of tank some damage for Phraesto. I think one problem with this unit in arena specifically is that there are certain maps where this unit is just not very good. So this is one of those maps, unfortunately. We get a damage reduction here. I think what we can do is can we swap out OD? Okay, we can actually swap out OD here. Okay, that's interesting. So this gives me like I'll say like a possibility there. Yeah, so we're gonna give energy regen to OD so he spams the ultimate a little bit more. And then I want to send in Coco because I want Coco to get the ultimate, and then maybe the opponent doesn't have any sort of no, but the OD will get sent back. So might not be the best option there. I think it's fine. Let's go with I think what we want to do is we want to burst people down ASAP. So let's go with Coco here. Let's go with Torrent here. Put here, and then here we can swap out the Torrent so as to make our units a little bit tankier, and then maybe in the back line I think Coco is fine. Yeah, I think Coco is fine. So I will try this and see whether or not we can make it work. So we are using a lightning spell to buff up our OD. So we'll go at one time to just see the battle. So right here we isolated Torrent. So OD snipes off Torrent. Our Torrent goes on the front line to sort of be this counter menace, right? Do a lot of damage as you guys can see. So we managed to bring down the left hand side very strong. Coco gets the ultimate off. And I think if you talk about the focus of this show, right, I think Phraesto does a pretty good job, even though he's only at the legendary tier, in terms of tanking. Like, I'm legitimately impressed because I think in most cases, any unit at just the epic tier just melts instantaneously at where we are, because you're taking an epic tier unit to fight like Supreme Plus unit. So I'm actually really surprised at how tanky Phraesto is, although he didn't really tank that much. Like, Torrent did most of the tanking, but like in terms of, I would say, like the buffs that he could provide for OD, that allowed OD, I'll say, to use the ultimate a lot faster. So I put this OD behind the energy regen one, so that number one, he gets a lot of attack speed from a lightning spell. Number two, he regens energy a little bit faster as well. So Torrent managed to snipe off the 2 units on the left hand side. So that sort of lightened a little bit of load, because if Cecia gets running, it's going to be quite annoying. But in this case, we did a good job, right? We managed to isolate the tank, and then we managed to snipe off the sidelines, and then Phraesto, I think, did his job, right? To just be an additional body as a buffer in this case. So battle number 1, right, with this team, I think is quite solid. So let's go into the next one. So I did a few rounds of testing yesterday, and I realized that Vala at Supreme Plus is really powerful against me. So I'll try to avoid Vala if I could. If I have no choice, then I'll fight Valas. Yeah, so right here we have, I think I could possibly take on this team. 654,000. Okay. So right here, what I will do is I will give OD the buff as usual. Yeah, I'll give OD the buff. We'll protect one of them with Torrent. Maybe put Torrent. I'll protect Smokey, I guess. Because I think these 2 units, I mean, these 2 Phraesto right here, they are decently tanky with the 30% damage reduction. And I think with Coco should be fine. And then what we want to do, I don't think I want... Okay, I think Confining Spell should be quite good against him. Yeah, there's a Cecia there. I mean, if I could switch out the Cecia, that would be a lot better. But I think it's fine. Should be fine. Let me see whether or not I can switch out the Cecia. Okay, switch out the Cecia. Okay, we can actually switch out the Cecia. We can. So we might want to. Yeah, we might want to, and then we just link. We will switch in Coco link to Torrent, so our Coco doesn't die that easily, and then we try to snipe off the Cecia from there. So based on what I can see, the main carry Cecia. So I think if we swap out the Cecia and then defeat it with our dear OD at the back line, we should be fine. So right here, right, we swap in the Cecia, and then there she goes, pop. Okay, so the carry is gone. I think we definitely win it from there. Yeah, so okay, I think one thing which Phraesto can do, right, even at just like epic tier, is just using this unit as a mid shield, right? I can use the illusion as a mid shield to just draw some of the initial burst from the enemy's team. For example, Sylvina, right? Sylvina likes to jump around and then likes to snipe the back line, and then you can use this positional thing for your Phraesto on offense to sort of draw away that initial burst of damage, that initial stun, that initial skill burst. So that's something which I think this unit is also pretty good at. So we managed to tier up. Let's go into the next one. Okay, this guy is running a double support. There's a Smokey there. I don't think I can actually win him. Yeah, because his OD and Smokey is a lot stronger. Sonic Master. Okay, this team is quite weak. I'm gonna pick like I'll say like a more normal team setup so that you guys can see the power level. Okay, so I think this is where I can actually showcase like using Phraesto as a Sylvina bait. Yeah, like sometimes you just need a Sylvina bait, you know, and like, hey, you can do this, right? Do you need the buff on the unit? Maybe, maybe not, but you can definitely do this. Like, this is something which I think wait. Oh, actually, no, I'm not that scared because I can just bait it over with this. Okay, so what I could do is this, right? Energy regen and then use it as a bait. This is one thing which I think he does pretty well as well. But, yeah, okay, I think we'll do this. Yeah, I think we will do this. Right, we could do this because this still gives me the damage reduction. So this way, I am not going to get any sort of buffs from this unit, but I'm using him more like a body. So this is a good showcase. Let's start the battle. So right here, right, Sylvina comes in. So this is one way we can definitely use the unit. So for those of you guys who are wondering why the OD came in and why my Viperion didn't go over, is because Viperion is uncontrollable. But right here, I think, okay, right here, this is an amazing showcase of Phraesto as just a single body. Like, that is amazing. Phraesto not only tanks Sylvina, but Phraesto also tank OD's insta-kill. Okay, so this is one thing that you guys can definitely do if you have a low tier Phraesto, at least in the arena. So there's a lot of single target units that are amazingly powerful, right? OD is one of them that's very commonly used. Vala is one of them. I think against Vala is going to be tough, because if the Vala is at very high tier, you might actually get sniped off really fast, and you kind of don't want Vala to steamroll. But if I could find a Vala, we could definitely give it a try. Okay, so there's actually a Vala here, so let's give Vala a try. Okay, so here, oh, at this position we could actually do this. Okay, hey, then this is not that bad. Yeah, this is actually way better than I expected. Okay, so we're not going to put any unit behind this one, because I'm going to use this opportunity to use him as a body. So this is one thing that we want to test, and I want to use Viperion because I want to slow my enemies down. Yeah, so we will use a lightning spell, and then we see. So this time around, this Phraesto is more like a bait, right? More like a body for all the assassins, for all the ODs and stuff. Is Viperion a good choice, or is Smokey a better choice? I think Viperion is better because my Viperion has EX weapon out. So same setup, okay? So right here, as you guys can see, right, he's taking away the attention of our dear Vala right there, and he's still surviving decently well, you know. Sometimes you just need to buy. Okay, so got snapped off by the ultimate, unfortunately, right? So Vala managed to get a buff, and then Vala starts to target the OD, which is something that I really don't want to happen, but it's unfortunate. Okay, so I think for Vala's case is not as good, okay, because Vala gets the buff after he kills the target. Okay, so that's something which you don't want to do, right, in certain situations. But wow, my Viperion is carrying me there. Holy crap. Can Viperion carry us? Okay, nope, Viperion failed to carry us, unfortunately. Okay, so I think if my Viperion was at a higher tier, I probably would have won there. Yeah, I probably would have won the guy. But yeah, I think that's one way you can use this unit even at a low tier. Let's do just one more, and then we go to Champions Arena. Okay, seems like I might be able to fight this guy. Okay, see whether or not I can abuse these units. Okay, we see whether or not. Okay, so here I can use this body as a shield. Okay, do I want the damage reduction? That's the question, you know. And lightning spell seems okay. I'm not gonna use right here. I don't think I'm gonna use that. Oh no. Okay, this position is bad. Yeah, this position is bad. And then we'll go with confining spell, I guess. Yeah, I think confining spell is okay. So right here, as you guys can see, we're using this as an additional body. I don't need that second buff in certain situations. Although I think damage reduction might be a little bit better, because energy regen is good, but 14% damage reduction is actually pretty dope as well. So right here, wow, it can actually tank the Vala's ultimate right there, right? Although, okay, Vala still killed it, but it's fine. Like, I think it did its job in terms of buying time for me. Okay, so very, very nice there. Viperion uses the ultimate, Coco uses the ultimate, so I don't think any of my team is dying. So I think OD did throw down the ultimate on the CC, so we should be doing okay. Wow, amazing stuff. Ooh, wow. Okay, I'm impressed. I'm honestly impressed, because like, I didn't expect this unit to do what I wanted it to do so well. So we're gonna go through the replay once again. So one thing we can confirm, right, other than just using this unit as a tank, other than using this unit as just like a buffer, you can use this unit as a assassin bait. You can use this unit as a single target skill bait, which is, I'll say, impressive because it's not just a simple bait, it's a tanky bait, right? At legendary plus with 30% damage reduction, this unit could actually tank at least more than 10 seconds with a supreme plus Vala. That's actually really impressive. Yeah, can you imagine if you have some more protection or heals, this unit could survive better, but then you sort of have to find a balance between offense and defense. Pretty impressive stuff there. This guy is okay, not a supreme plus, but it's a supreme, I'll say EX5 at least Vala against an epic Phraesto. So very good stuff. So we'll do one more. I will do one more normal one to see whether or not I can prove a point. So right here, Vala. Okay, Iron. I think Iron might not be a good choice. I mean, we could definitely try. So we have two very pesky units, which are Iron and... Okay, but the Iron is quite strong. So we have to find a way to snipe off the Iron, I think. Yeah. So right here, I think I'll employ the service of Raina. Okay. And then we try to snipe off them from there. So I think we swap in the Who, and then I'm gonna use it as a body for Vala right here. Do I want damage reduction? Okay, I'm gonna go with a lightning spell because the Iron will run to me. Okay, so I'm not gonna put it here. So let's start. Okay, so let's start. So we use one body as a Raina target and the other one as a Vala bait. Okay, so not bad. Okay, it's holding quite well, right? Yeah, it's holding quite well, right? It's more than 10 seconds. So, and Coco got the ultimate off, so this body is gonna get a damage reduction. Wow. Okay. Wow. Okay. Super duper impressed just from the initial testing. Okay, so now our dear Torrent managed to counter kill there. Very nice stuff. Oh wow. Okay, I'm impressed. Legitly impressed. Yeah. Like another, there's so many combos that can happen with this unit, right? Coco's ultimate on top of the illusion as well as himself, that's like 60% damage reduction. Like, I don't think he's dying there, even if you only have him at like the epic tier. So we're gonna do one Supreme Arena run. I obviously, as you guys can see, I don't have a lot of levels here because like my levels are so low. So we're gonna try to find somebody around my level range, which is around 210, 213, right, to just test out our Phraesto at a low tier. Yeah, I think 230 is a little bit tough for me. 240 is a little bit tough for me. Okay, I think this guy is fine. Okay, so this guy is fine. Let's see which map is the best. Okay, I think this map is the best for Phraesto. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use Phraesto on this map as the tank, because I think should be decent. Yeah, I think he should be decent on this map. So we're gonna do this. We're gonna put damage reduction on Iron, cause Iron's gonna run up a lot, and then we're gonna put our energy regen on the Who, and I think I'll remove Carol cause my Carol's not very developed here, and then I'll throw in the Damien just so we get the buff. So here we're gonna give Stormcaller. So as you guys can see, my artifact is obviously not very good, so I'll use him as a tank here, and then right here. Okay, I think Mauler would be the last team. Yeah, my Mauler setup should be the last team. And then for this one, I will build around Light Bearer as well as... yeah, I think Light Bearer as well as some Sylvina action, I guess. Nope. Yeah, okay. I think Light Bearer around some Sylvina action should be okay. So we'll go like this, I guess. And then we go with Light Heal spell. Okay, and then for this team we will go with okay, maybe Phraesto is better here because there's a Vala bait. I know there's a Sylvina bait, right? Maybe Phraesto is a little bit better, but I think it's fine, right? I think this should be okay. So we use quick blade spell for this one. So without further ado, our last run, right, our Champions Arena run, we shall see Phraesto power on the second map, and then see the final result. So I'll go at 2 times for the other 2 battles. I don't think they're very important. Okay. Okay, so now we'll go at 1 time. So the first team won. So if we win this, we win the Supreme Arena run itself. Okay, so right here we are using him as a tank, as you guys can see. So we took one of the hits from Raina. Okay, still tanking really well at only 1 tier. And then we get the morale boost, right? Amazing stuff. Energy regen of Vaporeon seems like it's working. Okay, soup. Woohoo! That's incredible. That's incredible. Okay, so I think for my Supreme Arena run, I might actually have found a cheap alternative tank solution. Like, I don't think he's very strong, but it's viable. It's viable just based off these initial testings, at least on the offensive side of things, right? On the defensive side of things, I think it's still going to be a little bit challenging, because if your enemies know how to play around a low tier Phraesto, that's going to be really challenging there. So yeah, pretty good stuff. So that's pretty much it. Just a free to play arena showcase for this unit. So we found some use of this unit other than just being a tank, other than just being a buffer. So this is definitely something that you guys can definitely use with this unit and just 1 copy. Thank you very much for tuning in. Do remember to like and subscribe to see more, and I'll see you guys again in my next video. Bye guys.